welcome to Meeting Malcolmus, a pavement podcast. Hey, it's JD here, back for another week of folding the laundry that is the catalog of seminal indie rock band Pavement, trying to match the socks. My God, where do the socks disappear to? So there's that. Hope everybody is doing well. We're way past the point of, not doing well, I feel. We're starting to climb up the other side of this hill that we've been in the valley of for the last 18 months or so. And things are looking all right. I bought some Pavement tickets today. And that's exciting for me. It's exciting to think that next September, I get to just go down the street to see my favorite band play at just a fabulous venue, Massey Hall here in Toronto. If you're looking to visit Toronto, the fall is always a great time. TIFF is going on. That's early fall, September. But usually the Toronto International Film Festival is going on and you can catch a Pavement concert. So that's not so bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we were surprised this week. Well, sort of. Pavement and their social media were tipping their hand a little bit. Spiral posted something on, I want to say Monday, that said tomorrow. And then in their Facebook story the next day, there was a picture of the Pavement North America t-shirt. And it was like, okay, this is happening. And sure enough, 12 noon sharp, the dates dropped and we've got ourselves a North American and, we've got ourselves an American tour with a date in Toronto. That's pretty exciting to me. I looked at Detroit tickets, but with all the European tickets I bought, I just can't swing another show. And my fingers are crossed that they'll still announce the second Toronto show. So there's that. Either way, 2022, starting in June, is going to be just a fucking assload of fun. I cannot wait to experience, what I've waited over 10 years for. And that's to see this band again live. So there's that. In terms of other news, okay, this is a big one. And I missed it last week, and I apologize. But I am doing another pod list. And if you're unfamiliar with the concept of a pod list, well, it's a podcast and a playlist married. So I get a bunch of tracks from y'all and I put them together and sequence them and put them out as a podcast. Now there's been some feedback given to me that I should not just put it together as an album, but I should, introduce each song and introduce each band. It just makes me feel like a douchebag to do that, but I'll do that. I'll totally do that. That'll be a lot of fun. As long as, you guys are all down with it. So let me know. And if you have a guitar, and you've paid your dues, well, it's time to pay the rent. And you can do that by putting together a Pavement or Pavement adjacent. That's Silver Jews. That's Preston School of Industry. That is the Chicks. If you've got something that you want to share, well, then fucking share it. Stop being such a weenie. So there's that. What questions do you have? That's the trainer in me coming out. Have you ever been in a training class and the trainers are always like, instead of any questions, they say, what questions do you have? That's training parlance. So there's that. The job is going great. Really enjoying myself. And, you know, the work is fine enough, but just the whole thing about working again is just tremendous. It feels good. It feels good to be contributing and taking part in society again. Although, you know, I did a fucking lot of shit while I was off sick. So, you know, I could say so there's that, but I'm not going to. I've said it too many times. I need a little light above my computer, you know, that tells me how many times I've said this stupid shit. So I got some feedback that I was a little harsh on Platform Blues. A little harsh. It's a banger, I was told, you know, and you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is a good song, and you're allowed to like it, but I'm allowed to not like it as much as I want, even though this is a weaker album. We know going in, this is a weaker album, and to me, it's one of the weaker songs on the album. Today we get "And Don't Cry," which, for my money, is one of the best songs on this record. So I won't fuck around much longer here. Let's just listen to the song and enjoy it. I don't have a live version to share today, unfortunately. Hopefully, at some point, we get news about this Terror Twilight reissue, and we get some cool jams. We get access to some cool jams, you know, in that regard. That would be great. But so far, no dice. No dice. Anyway, I am short of time here. No, I'm not. Time is fine. Time is, you know what? I don't even know why I wear a watch, because time really doesn't matter to me at all. It's just 24 hours in a day. That's it. That's all there is. It's just days. I need a watch that just has days on it. It just says Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. You get the idea. Because the hours in the day, they don't so much matter to me. Anyway, let's listen to "And Don't Cry." I'm getting carried away here. "And Don't Cry." This is the 7th track on Terror Twilight. It's clustered in a nice group of songs on the Goderich sequence, and you know, I really enjoy listening to it in that context, but I also love it on the real album, especially coming after Platform Blues. So let's give it a spin and we'll go from there. This is "And Don't Cry" on Medium Alchemist, a Pavement podcast.
The damage has been done. I am not having fun anymore. Do what you do when you try, what you get when you see the light come down. I'll set my hope in a wonderful hospital, man. We got rooms to live in, room to give, but no room to give in. But you never had a chance, no, you never had a chance. To those above, take us out, throw us down, shove us out. We get down so hard. But your vulgar display caught me off guard. Cold boy with American heart, gonna run it and lock up the shots again. But and don't you cry. Open thing, I know there was hardly not a lot to say, except to Meta and her 5 false friends. They go tied to the tracks. Just remember the facts, repeat until you're running aground again. But and don't you cry.
Oh, isn't that sweet? That's a good fucking song, man. It's so melancholy. It's so dripping with um sadness and remorse. And for my money, Anne is the band. Anne is Pavement. And it's this is the letter to the band that things are done. You just get all sorts of references in the lyrics, about being tied to the tracks and the five false friends and I don't know. Well, obviously the opening stanza, the damage has been done. I am not having fun anymore. Do what you do when you try, what you get when you see the light come down. I'll set my hope in a wonderful hospital, man. I love the cadence of that. The way SM delivers that is really wonderful. And there's just some beautiful music going on. And I love the guitar playing, but I love the music that's happening underneath the guitars, some synth in there, some keys rather, and it sounds wonderful. This is a good song. Put it on Brighton, put it on obviously a different version of it on Crooked Rain, and it holds up to some of their best work, I think. And then mixed with the context that I've given you, that I think, the song is speaking to, it makes it that much more powerful a song in the catalog of this band. It's like, who writes their own eulogy, Well, fucking, of course Pavement does. Of course they do. Because that's just how they operate, and it's too bad, because again, I can only imagine the sixth album. The sixth album would have been incredible. I gotta guess that based on where they came from this record, I think we would have got something just wonderful. Because to me, again, this record is a project. This record is a dress rehearsal for SM's, upcoming solo record. And this song would fit on that as well. It would absolutely fit on that in terms of like the tonality, like of his voice. It's really clean sounding, and yeah, I don't know. Good stuff. Fucking great stuff. I get emails, and I got one that I want to share with you. It's been a while since I've shared one, and this one I was told I can share it, so I'm going to. And it says it's from David. David from, I don't know where David is from. How am I supposed to address him? Oh my God, David from Toronto. He's from Toronto, or the surrounding area, which we call the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area. And he says, "Hey JD, I ordered Unmastered Masters on Bandcamp. That's the Steve West record that I gave away earlier on the year. And Steve West personally emailed me and responded to my email back to him. I was blown away. I'm sharing this with you because nobody else in my life really cares. I told my wife and she thought it was cool, but she doesn't get the real wow factor of being in contact with a member of Pavement. Anyway, just thought I'd share this with you. Feel free to share this. It was so great of him to reach out to a person who bought his work. I hope all is well with you. Also, I don't know if you're a fan, but the Black Angels are coming to Toronto on January 30th for a show at the Phoenix. Just thought I'd mention that too. That's what makes me think David is from the GTA, because he's keenly aware of what's going on. And I'm not a fan of the Black Angels, but I'm not a fan of the Black Angels. So there's that. How's that for a little twist? Thanks, David. That's a good note. And all of you should rush out right now and buy the Steve West record Unmastered Masters on Bandcamp. You should just do it. It's not expensive. And fuck, even if it was, like, what are you doing? Get off your wallet. You know? Just get off your fucking wallet. God! There's cobwebs on the son of a bitch. Anyway, that's what I got for you this week. It's a spry week. Send me emails, jd@meetingmalcolmist.com. Tweet at me. It's been a busy week over on Twitter with all the news. I probably got a little carried away yesterday. I'm sorry if that blew up your Twitter feed, because I basically retweeted everything. Anyway, be well, stay swell, solve a crime if you can in the next week, and let me know what that crime is. I know you're all detectives, and that's a wonderful feeling to know that I'm surrounded by so many people that can use their deductive reasoning to solve crimes. Also, wash your goddamn hands. Talk to you.
Meeting Malcolmists, a pavement podcast, is a weekly affair. Connect with JD at jd@meetingmalcolmist.com. Please support the pod by rating, reviewing, or sponsoring us at meetingmalcolmist.com. And hey, I'm social. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook at Meeting Malcolmists.